back to our survival Let's Play on No Man's Land. I think this is episode 24. And today we're looking to get the field number 2 build. That's priority today. The reason why that's priority is because I want to get, the aim for the end of today is to be able to get a front loader fitted to the Steyr. So we want to get this build sold and then hopefully have enough for it. Which I think we should. We get loads off here, don't we? I'm sure we got a hell of a lot of here last time, like 90 odd. Oh, saying that though, the yield was really low, wasn't it? Don't know, we'll see. I mean, you'll have already seen at the start of the episode we opened with us selling one of the oak trees. We got, I think in total, 6,000, just under 6,300 I think that was. So I mean, we could obviously always go and do that, or we could cut these trees down up here, but I'm hoping just with the bills we'll be able to afford the front loader and then maybe a pallet fork to go with it. There's also, although we won't have enough money just from what we're doing today, I don't think, there's a trailer that I'm going to buy, a flatbed. I mean, the view of the flatbed, or the one that we're going to buy, is basically we're going to take off our tomatoes, we're going to take off the selling and we're going to store, and then we'll sell them at the time that's best. Because although I have tried both, but I haven't sort of compared them, and I think we'll get more if we sell them ourselves. And obviously we can't just pick them up anymore, which I think is crazy, but we can't pick them up anymore. So yeah, we need some sort of front loader for it. And then, like I said, the same with the eggs as well. We're only going to produce more and more eggs as the chickens reproduce. I mean, the small coop, the one that's down near the silo, that's full now, maxed out at 30. But the other one, that's just going to carry on growing over the next few months, which is only a good thing, really, isn't it? I'm not sure if the prices of eggs were toned down a bit in the last update, because I say in the last update, I think it's the only update, isn't it? Because I've never done, or this is the first time, sorry, I've done eggs on FS22. I personally haven't got anything to compare. It's just looking at prices, they don't particularly seem as high, although I don't know whether that's just me because we're now playing on hard mode. I don't know. The thing with the eggs, it should just be a constant sort of drip feed of profit, really. Even the big coop that we bought was only 9 grand. Considering the amount of chickens we can get in there, we should make some good money off that. regarding what else we've got to do today, once we bale this, I'm not gonna, as normal, I'm not gonna show us picking them up. I'll just show us selling them. And then, depending on how long the video's been, which I think we should have time, this won't take that long, we'll start turning the fields around. And like I said, one of them, and I might use this one because it's the biggest one, one of them's going to have barley in it, purely for the chickens, not to sell, just for chicken feed. And I believe barley yields that little bit higher as well, compared to wheat. I mean, before we even get to there, I'm gonna have to, they're gonna have to have some sorghum, or I'm gonna have to check to see if there's any sort of cheap feed we can buy, because both are really low, and I used what was left. Other from that, I think for this in-game day, I'll try to stay in the middle of the swath. This in-game day, I think that's pretty much it. We might even get the full day in one episode. I'd rather have one day in one episode. It's just we've had that much to do, and obviously the more we do that, the more interest we'll be paying on the loan. So financially, getting as many episodes in one in-game day is better for me. I just don't like to drag things out too long, that's all. Oh, use machinery. I mean, that is way out, because the horsepower requirement's like 390 or something, did I say? Yeah, 390. The spreader, I would actually be interested in, because you can buy manure at the store, and it's quite cheap as well. Probably it'll be cheaper than using fertiliser. But by the time we've got that money, that's not going to be there. But it might be something to look at in the future. Whether we start producing our own manure or not, I haven't really thought that far ahead with other animals. I think, to be honest, before we're looking to get other animals, I think we'd look to save for a new piece of land first, which is obviously 85,000 euros. So we've got a bit of a way to go yet. Just see how many. Let's go see how many bales we produced so far. 43. Yeah, we're not yielding anywhere near as good as what we have done on this field. I'm sure it was 95, 96. but there's definitely some. It's normally 1500 normally to get the attacher fitted, isn't it, for a front loader? And then you can buy front loaders for around about 7 grand. And then I'm not sure how much pallet forks are in. On here they were always about 1,000, weren't they, on 19. I'll have to have a look. What I was gonna have a look at was see if there was any chicken feed cheaper than buying a bag of wheat. Not long left, and we're on 53. So we're probably going to get, what, no more than 75, I wouldn't have thought. If we do get a new piece of land, then I think before we do anything on it, we'd have to invest into a silage pit or something to get the grass up, because I know it wasn't an option, but it just seemed such a waste the first time round when we were creating these fields. Like I said, we didn't have that option to get the grass anyway, to make silage or hay or whatever, because we obviously didn't have the money for the equipment. But it would be nice to have done it. I think either side of us, fields 25 and 27, both look tempting. Look like they've got a lot of open area. But then on the other hand, do you take a bit that's got um, loads of trees in it, where it's just sort of densely packed with trees? Because the amount of money you can make from forestry, I don't know if there's sort of a right answer to go along with it, to be honest. I mean, look at that, there's loads and loads of farm space there, isn't there? Could do a lot with that. I wouldn't be surprised if sort of later on in the series, field number 1 just ceases to exist in that capacity, where we just make it a sort of a extension of the yard. I think the same could be said with part of field number 3 as well, which is that harvested sorghum field there. Right, obviously we're not going to get another bale, but I'll pick it up anyway because the only thing we're going to be using this for after straw anyway, so it might as well stay within. Right, we'll get that folded. I'll get them picked up and we'll come back to them when we sell them. So we've got the first load here. There was 70 bales come from that field, so we a good 25 down from previous, which just reinforces the point, doesn't it, that the better the yield, the more bales you're going to get. So we'll see how much we get from these, and then there will only be one more trailer full. Over 1400, so that puts us over 10 grand overall. Yeah, we'll definitely have our front loader by the end of this episode. So we will get back down, and the next you'll see us selling our last lot. So 2 seconds. Okay, here with the final load. There's not quite as many in there. I'm gonna say we'll get 1200 euros. 1249. Let's go with that. No, we're a couple hundred off. Right, can I... Yeah, I can. I was going to say, can I take the trailer down as well, but I only want a front loader, don't I? So we'll spin around. Get that off. Right. Customize. Front loader 1500. Which one do we want though? Right, quickie or the star. Ooh. I don't know why I say ooh, we haven't got 24,600 euros. It would have been nice though. Right. Front loaders. So we've got them quickies. I say quickie, quick. It'll be. Right, it's gonna be one of these ones, isn't it? I think I might go for that one. I don't want to go for that one. Am I going to need that one? The thing is, if I'm going to do logging, I'm going to need something a bit more robust. But right, either way, we're going to go for that brand. Right, 1,500 euros for that. Now let's get the front loader. I don't know if that one will be too small. Might be. We'll try that one for now. So that's 7. Front loader tools. Need a pallet fork. 1,700. Got any cheaper ones? Any mods? 800. That'll do. That will do. So that's 9,300 spent. Oh my god, we don't want that. What's going on? Right, let's try that again. From a different angle. I hope this fits. This is not going to fit. I wonder if it's the weight that's pushing it. Yeah, it was. I'll be able to put the weight back on though, and then take it down. Right, we'll put that on there. We will take that down. We will put the weight back on. We'll put the trailer back on. And let's get back down to the farm. And I think we will have time. What I might do is turn one of the fields over and just put a time lapse on for it. But we'll see once we get down there, so I'll not be long. Okay, that's us back down. The first thing we're going to do before we get the 6105 out is we're going to change this around, and we want to be storing the tomatoes, and then we'll sell them when the price is best for us. So I want to get that off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start it, and then depending on how long the video is, I might time lapse it, or I might just sort of cut from there and finish it off off camera. So we've got these two fields to do. We know what we're going to be doing, so, and that's pretty much our only jobs for today. Right, let this load. Yeah, what I think we'll do, we'll get a time lapse on, and then if the video is getting on a bit, it might end, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll put the time lapse on for now. jumped over into field number 3. We're just about done with this. If we weren't getting caught on some tree trunks. Now you can see we progressed up until, I mean, it's nearly 5 o'clock in the evening. I did say though, didn't I? I think when we were cultivating field number 2 that I thought it would go on quite a while. It would probably take us the rest of the day. There's just a couple of more things to do once this has been done. Let's get this finished. I took sort of 15 minutes out of doing the cultivating to chop a tree down. Right, that's that done. What I'm going to do, I'll leave that there. I'm not run into the chicken coop. So I mean, you can see the state of that. It looks a mess, doesn't it? But it's what we have to deal with at the minute, I suppose. So we're going to go up, we're going to sell this. I wasn't going to sell this until the next video, the start of the next video. The reason I'm going to go and sell this now is because I had a comment, I think it was in the last video, from a viewer called Nesko Devic, and he said you can buy, I'll just check, I can't remember if he said barley or actual chicken feed. Barley, he said. So what he's basically saying is buy the barley from the store and then sell our sorghum. Which, I mean, if one's cheaper than selling the sorghum, then yeah, great idea. So we're going to try that, see how much we can buy it for, and then see where we go from there. I mean, it's still going to be quite expensive to do. I'd still rather grow it, which we are still going to grow it regardless. We're going to put it in either one or both of them fields that we've just cultivated. But we'll sell this first, just to, the only reason we're selling this now is to clear the trailer, if I didn't make that clear. Right, £2.5 grand for that. And now we'll go and see how much barley we can get, because we're pretty much empty. I think in both of them, to be honest. Oh, definitely in the big one. Oh, was that the little one? Yeah, the little one, sorry. The big one we still had a little bit left, but obviously that'll go down quicker. Right, I'll go backwards just to see what you can get. Mineral feed. What's mineral feed? Is that to go in the silage? I don't know what that is. If someone knows what mineral feed is, then let us know. £2,000. That was expensive. Yeah, that was expensive. So what do we pay there? Maybe about 750 per 1,000 litres. What we're going to get for the sorghum? It's less than that. Right, if that's the price, we won't be doing that again. I mean, it doesn't really matter because all them offcuts for the wood paid for that. However, that was mega expensive. Right, we'll see you back down there and we'll get the chickens fed. Right, let's get these fed and then I think that'll be the end of it. I kinda think I want to do one more thing, but I can't remember what that was. I don't want this to take all of it. Right, we'll stop at that. And as soon as we've tipped this, then yeah, I can't think what else we would have wanted to do. In the next episode, it'll be getting them fields seeded and probably selling another couple of oak trees. Right, so where does that leave us? So we have just under 600 litres in the small one and 2,800 in the big one. Check the used machinery before we go. Nothing new. Right, so that's where we'll leave it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.